Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, so here is what we're doing today. I'm going to be talking about my current favorite makeup products, beauty products. I don't do this every month. I can't because I am a creature of habit and I like to use the same stuff over and over again. So when I feel like it's the time, then it is. By the way, I just got home from running a bunch of errands and I did my makeup in 12 minutes. My hair is a hot mess and I'm representing Montana. What can I say? It's just that type of video. So I will be flashing the photos up here and let's get straight to it. We are going to start with primers where there is no product. I don't like trying out primers. I don't like trying out new foundations. It takes a lot for me to do that. So we're going to skip over primer in this case. And because I don't try foundations all that frequently, I have been loving the Mcgrath Sublime Perfection foundation. I think that's what it's called right there. This is not a new product to me. I did purchase it when they had a glitch. But this foundation turned out a little bit different than I had expected it to. I really don't know what I was expecting to begin with. I didn't read into it when it first came out, but I thought it was going to be more of a medium full coverage foundation, but I think it's more sheer medium, and that's what I've been preferring. As I get older, I really could care less how much coverage I have if my age spots speak through. What I'm looking for nowadays is just slightly evening out my skin tone, and that is good enough for me. I feel like I sort of get the same effect with the Fenty Eavesdrop tinted moisturizer, tinted something. That's really good as well. But the Mcgrath I feel is just a little bit more superior. Because I have oily skin, I don't want something that is excessively emollient moisturizing, and I feel that can be the case with the Fenty one. So I much prefer the Mcgrath. It is expensive, I know, but she does a bunch of 25 or 30% off sales throughout the year. So that will be the perfect time to snag up the foundation if you're interested in it. And the shade that I wear is LM13. No new concealers. I'm still using the two that I own, which are Mcgrath and Nars. I have no interest in base makeup. Powder is another oldie but goodie. I have been going back to my MAC MSF, and I know that I've been using it on this channel, but I'm really pulling hard for my MSF right now. I used to use medium deep, now I use medium golden, and that is slightly lighter than medium deep. It's not that big of a difference, to be honest, between the two shades. I just feel like I do have more of a golden tone to my skin, so that's why I went with medium golden. But I went hard for MSF when it first came out. It was the powder that I would use because I did full coverage foundations. It was just kind of like this nice gloss over if I wasn't going out and needed to have a matte base. But I've been loving it on top of the Mcgrath foundation or on top of the Fenty Eavesdrop. Oh, it's just a beautiful finish. I can't rely on it if I know I'm going to be in a hot environment, but just the finish itself, if I'm filming, if I know I'm just going to be sitting down and enjoying, other people's company, it's beautiful. It's the powder that I have on today. Absolutely love it. Cult classic, and I'm still a very big fan. I'm looking in the mirror because I'm trying to figure out the categories. So I think that's it for the base stuff. So now I'm going to start from the brows and go down. I don't really have a new brow product, but because I brought this up in the, sweaty oily skin video, my recommendations, I brought up the ABH Clear Brow Gel. I personally love this clear brow gel. It's what holds my brows in place all day long. It is gonna have a bit of a harder texture to it, so if you like a softer brow, it's probably not for you, but because I sweat, it's kind of a must for me. It stinks, guys. It smells horrible, but it is definitely worth it in my opinion. You're not smelling your eyebrows, okay? But I wanted to bring it up because I've never actually purchased a clear brow gel. I always buy it in the dual packs of the ABH Brow Wiz. So if you are a Brow Wiz user, try and look for those combo deals where you can get multiple products for the price of just one of the items. The brow gel lasts me. If you're a fan of tinted brow gels, they do have that version, which is, I believe it's called the brow pomade. That's a really good option too. But the clear brow gel is by far my winner. winner in that department. I have 2 shout outs for eyeshadows. I talked about the cream eyeshadows in, again, that previous video about being sweaty and oily. And I have been using my Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. I do own 2 shades in Star Gold and Rose Gold, I believe. Are they the best out there? I don't really know. Those are the only 2 I've had for a couple years now. But just having the option of having a cream shadow that I know is going to look beautiful against my complexion but will not budge, it's a game changer. If you just want to get out of the door, it really doesn't require much. You just put on your finger, wipe it around, blend the edges, and you're done. But cream eyeshadows, chef's kiss, beautiful for just on the go type of eye looks. However, I do want to give a shout out to LP Beauty. They had released their first eyeshadow palette, and it is the Patrice palette. They are a local company here from where I'm from, the Northern Mariana Islands. This is what the eyeshadow palette looks like, and I wanted to give it a shout out because it's what I used on my brother's wedding, and I got a bunch of compliments on my makeup, my eyeshadow look in particular, and that is what I use. Laura, you are an amazing talent, and I felt like I needed to give you a shout out because, girl, I got compliments on wedding day. And just in case anyone is wondering, I did purchase the eyeshadow palette myself. This is not sponsored in any way. I just want to give a shout out to this beautiful, like amazingly talented entrepreneur. Laura is amazing. You will not be disappointed with her customer service and the quality of her makeup. Like I know she's definitely put a lot of work into it. I have been going back to my Bobbi Brown highlighters. The highlighter glow, it's like bronze glow, afternoon glow, rosy glow. I just love the effortless glow that it gives. It is my favorite type of finish. It looks wet. It doesn't look metallic. It doesn't look sparkly. It has this very beautiful sheen, and I'm doing this because I've got it on my face. That is Afternoon Glow by Bobbi Brown. Oh, it's so good, and I've been pulling it out a lot. And it's one of those highlighters where I know I can manage the intensity, but no matter what, the finish, the look of it will always be what I want it to. I've been putting off trying to buy the last 2 that I want because I really don't need it. I do have a lot of highlighters, but I have been going back to it recently, and I absolutely love it. Blush. All right, this is the one. This is my favorite. Okay, I love blush, and I've been obsessing over Cosmetics, the Heaven's Glow Mineral Veil blush, I think is what it's called. I recently picked up the restock of the limited edition Persimmon blush. This is what I have on my cheeks today. The way she does her blush is similar to the MAC MSF finish, and not the MSF in color that's like cheeky bronze or gold deposit, not those. I'm talking about the actual powders. It's like this very subtle glow, very subtle, and it's that mineralized finish. I'm sure a lot of you understand what I'm talking about when I say a mineralized finish, because it does have a specific look to it, and that's exactly what her blushes are. And for me, for what I love, more of a softer glow, it's perfect. I cannot do a very shimmery blush. I mean, obviously I can if I wanted to, but my preference leans more towards a lot more subtle. And I love the range of colors that she comes out with. Some of them are a bit too light for me, but the overall color selection is it's so right up my alley. And it's pretty fair to say that I'm probably gonna be a fan for a while. Moving on to bronzer, I'm gonna be talking about a cream bronzer, a stick cream bronzer. And this is the Makeup by Mario, a soft sculpt bronzing stick in the shade medium. It is my favorite cream bronzer that I currently own. This is a great product for people who have oily skin that want to wear cream products. A lot of cream products are very emollient on the market because that is what the trend is, right? This is the perfect option because it goes on creamy, but it sets almost semi-matte. It looks natural. It buffs out amazing. I really like the color on it. It's a perfect bronze on my complexion. And can we just talk about this brush? I know a lot of people have said that they hate this brush. Why is this brush there? I'm a fan of the brush. If I use the product, I never pull out another brush. I just use the one that it comes with. I think it blends out the product beautifully. Overall, if I had to recommend a cream bronzer out of the ones that I currently own, that will be the one that I would highly suggest, especially if we have similar skin types. Lastly, I'm going to talk about an oldie. This is going to seem so retro if you guys have been on my channel for a while, but the Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Walkery. And I remember when I first got it, it was Bahama and it was Walkery, but I was never able to get rid of Walkery. I always had it in my collection. Yes, my product is old, but it's still good. It still performs well. It doesn't smell funky. It's a very complimentary color against my skin tone, and it's got the perfect consistency for that blotted, worn in look, which I have been loving. Don't get me wrong, I love a contoured and lip glossed lip, but sometimes you want something very simple, and I feel like that lip product has been, it has just been hitting it for me recently. This thing, you see this? This is an oldie but a goodie. All right, so those are my favorite products so far. Pretty much a bunch of old stuff, to be honest. Nothing extremely new with the exception of my blush, which I'm still like, oh my God, look at my blush. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. If you have any questions about any of these products, please leave them in the comments down below. I actually need to get to my comments and like get updated on them. But as always, I will be listing all of the products in the description box down below, as well as giving you links so you have easy access to them. Just remember they are magic links, so I do make a small commission every time you decide to make a purchase. You can also check me out on Instagram. That is where I post most of my makeup looks, along with all the products in the caption. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.